Hi everyone. Today we bring you weekly insight on capturing existing site conditions using Infraworks. If you haven't watched the previous week's weekly insight on Google Earth and Civil3D workflow, I suggest you to watch it first and continue to it because although I'm using some of the map tools in this particular video demonstration as well. So without wasting much time, I would like to introduce Capricorn. Capricorn Technologies, a Win0 company and partner of choice for AEC industry, is one of the biggest platinum partner of Autodesk and Bentley, along with an unauthorized training center. We have 300 plus dedicated team members with clientage of over 20,000 in AEC and associated industries. So myself, Mohammad Abid, uh, working as a solution specialist infrastructure at Capricorn Technologies, New Delhi, will present you with the weekly insight on capturing existing site conditions. So in this particular video demonstration, I would like to cover more on a brief introduction to Autodesk coordinate system, how they are gonna match with your real world coordinate system. And if you want to know about the coordinate system, I recommend again to watch the previous video session as well. Apart from that, we cover capturing existing site condition without having any preliminary level of survey data. So when you are in idea generation stage itself, uh, like not like Google Earth, we have base maps, we have dem files that we need to purchase from any other organization. For that part as well, we need to wait till the data came to our mail or came to our desktop, right? So without wasting that much of time, how when you have an idea in your brain, how you can use that data, that is something I'm going to cover in this particular video demonstration as well. Later, whatever the data we have created, whatever the data we have captured, that data can also be exported in Civil3D for detailed design part, right? So without wasting much time, I would like to switch to my video demonstration part of Infraworks. So this is the typical interface of Autodesk Infraworks. So here on left hand side, we have open, new, and the model builder. So whereas open, the name itself suggests to open the existing drawing, new to open or create a new model. Model builder is something pretty much similar to that of your Google Earth, Google Map, I should say. So here I just need to specify the area location or area of interest where I want to capture the area. The data is going to be captured, and I'll come back more about model builder in a couple of minutes. So there's one more tab called Autodesk Docs. So this has been added, I think, in since 2022 or 2023 versions. So in order to access the data from Autodesk Docs, which is your cloud collaboration tool, from the if you have Autodesk access to Autodesk Docs, you can directly access the Infraworks file and open the data in Infraworks with the help of Autodesk Desktop Connector. So if you have docs access, or if your team using ACC, then I recommend go and explore this particular tab as well. So without wasting much time, I would like to switch back on top of model builder. When I click on model builder, a window will going to appear. This window is pretty much similar to that of your Google Map, right? So when you are traveling to any of the location, what you have to do, first you search the location, right? Same way you need to specify the location where your project has been located. Let's suppose I just want to go somewhere in Rajasthan. I'll search Rajasthan. Now you can see that area has been zoomed out, right? So let's suppose I want to go somewhere here. And in order to switch from road view to aerial view, there is an option to switch from map road view to aerial view. So I'll just click on the aerial view option. Entire area is going to be switched back on top, back as aerial view. If you don't want aerial view and if you want to work on road view, again, you can go and click on road view as well, right? So let's suppose my area has been located somewhere here, I should say, yeah. Let's suppose this is my project area where I want to work on, where I want to capture my existing conditions. So what I will do, there are like multiple options to capture the area. Either I can go and select the map extent, or I should go and draw a rectangle, or there is an option to draw a polygon. There is an option to import a polygon. So I'll come to this right now. Like before going to the third option, I just want to show you first two. When you want to capture the area, like the very first option is map extend. So what does mean is whatever though you are seeing in this model builder, entire area is going to be captured, right? So this much of area is going to be captured. If you zoom a bit more, now you're getting a warning stating that please select an area less than 200 square kilometers. So that's the limitation has been kept in Infraworks itself to capture the area. Although if you want to capture more than 200 square kilometers of area, you can capture multiple pieces and merge the data together in one single model using the new option in Infraworks, right? So right now I want to zoom in this particular region. Let's suppose that's about the map extent. Whatever you see in model builder, that area is going to be captured. Later we have another option called draw rectangle. When I use draw rectangle, I can draw the rectangle. So wherever though my project has been located, I can draft an area of interest, and it's gonna show the area which you have draft, which you want to capture, which is 0.84 square kilometer for this particular example. So similar way, when you increase the size, the area is also going to be increased. But sometimes we don't require rectangles. And if you want to draft using Polygon, you can go and click on draw polygon option, and you can draft however you want, right? So that's how you can capture the edges, capture the area. There is one more option, import a polygon. What actually it does, if you remember in previous video session, what we did, we have used KML file and created project boundary in Civil3D, which has been imported back from Google Earth. Or your survey team has provided any project boundary in AutoCAD environment. So what you can do, you can simply switch back to Civil3D, and I'll just open any of the new drawing, and I'll import the same map boundary file which I have captured. I'll use map import command again to import that particular project boundary. Yeah, a window is going to pop up. So over here I should select Google KML, and this is the project boundary which I have captured yesterday. So I'll go and select C3D project boundary. One more window is going to be pop up which says import a C3D project boundary. Now you can see it states that no coordinate system has been assigned to current drawing. So when you click OK, our input coordinate system is LL84, but by default we are not referring LL84. So it may create an error, or it may create some issue while capturing the while importing the KML boundary. So it's going to import, but it's going to target the wrong coordinates. So in order to keep in safer side, I'll click cancel. I'll go to prospector tab, settings tab, and I'll do a right click, and I'll go and do the edit drawing settings. So over here, now I'm going to define coordinate system of that particular project boundary. So it's located somewhere, it actually targeting UTM WGS 1984. So I'll go and select UTM WGS 84 datum. The zone is 43N. So either you can specify 43N in this particular tab, or you can go and check the different coordinate systems as well. So now I'll click apply. I'll click OK. Now the coordinate system has been defined. In order just to get confirmation, whenever I did the coordinate setup, a geolocation tab is going to be appear, right? So later what I can do, I'll use map import command again. Now what I will do, I'll go and select C3D project boundary. I'll import that. Again, the same window is going to be pop up. Now you can see the coordinate system has been defined, and the map coordinate system is LL84. So LL84 stands for latitude longitude 84, which is WGS 84 datum system. That is something by default Google Earth is referring to. So now I have mapped the Autodesk coordinate system with the input coordinate system, right? So I'll brief you more in when I switch back to Infraworks. Although I'll click OK now. I'll use Z enter, Z E enter, or Z enter E enter. You can go for zoom extend. Now you can see this is the area of interest where I want to capture my project boundary. So again, what I will do, I'll use same tool which we used in previous video demonstration. I'll use map export. This time what I will do, rather than KML file, I'll select ISRI shapefile, right? So there's an option called ISRI shapefile.shp. I'll use this .shp and I'll click OK. I'll provide the name as sample. I'll click OK. One more window is going to be appear. Now what I will do, I'll go select polygon. I'll go select manually and I'll select this boundary, what we did in previous demonstration as well. Later, after selecting one object has been selected, I'll go to data. Sorry, I'll go to option and select the treat closed polylines as polygons, right? So there's one more option to convert the coordinates to. You can click and convert. Sometime if you're getting an issue, like if you have made this polygon using line option, you can go and select line as well. Try with the line as well, because sometimes the rectangle by default is not going to treat it as polygon. So either you need to convert this rectangle into a polygon or that line into a polygon. So if any error you get, you go and switch the object type and select that type of object type which you have used over here and do the rest of the process, right? When you click OK, a file is going to be created with a name of a project boundary SHP, right? Something like this. I'll just show you File Explorer and I'll brief you furthermore. It's located somewhere in desktop, somewhere at Solar. Yeah, now you can see there are multiple files has been located. One with the PRJ. I am concerned with the PRJ, and one with the shapefile, project boundary shapefile and .prj. .prj holds your coordinate system and the initial or reference point of your project boundary, or northing easting of that reference point. And whereas project boundary holds the this particular project boundary shapefile holds the your project shape area which you want to import, right? So I'll close this. I'll switch back to Infraworks again. Now what I will do, I'll use my import polygon option because I have already predefined shape with me. So what I will do, I'll go and click on import a polygon. Now I'll define the path. It's available somewhere in Solar workflow. I think I'll go to Solar. When I select this two, I'll click open. Now you can see the project area which I have defined has been automatically selected, right? So again, this must need to be within 200 square kilometers of area. Although if you are trying to capture more than 200 square kilometer of area, import polygon option will provide you an error stating that selected area is too large, right? So what you can do in that particular case, you can go and divide the rectangle into multiple pieces in Civil3D itself and extract each individual piece of rectangle area as a shapefile, then import that data in Civil3D, right? So although we already have captured less than 200 square kilometers safe area, now what I will do, I'll specify the model name. So you can specify any of the model name as sample or site grading or something like that. And you can specify the description. So here model name is something which is mandatory. You must need to fill this particular field. Description is something optional. You can provide UTM 84 Rajasthan site, something like that. Whatever though you want to define, you can go and define the description. So this is something optional. So later, after defining model name and description, the important point will come, which is the coordinate system. Without coordinate system, model is not going to be captured in real context, right? So in order to capture the area, we must need to define the coordinate system, because Autodesk had uh, uh, a workflow which where we can work directly in real context. So the data which I capture, I can import in any of the GIS platform later, or if I want to bring that data into any other platform, that coordinate system is going to play a vital and important role. That's why they have mandated this coordinate system as well. First you need to define the coordinate system, then only you can proceed for next step. So now you can even see create model option has been freezed. Now you cannot capture the area. So what I can do, either I can go LL84. So as I mentioned earlier as well, when you have seen in Civil3D tab, when I import the KML file, they have specified that coordinate system as LL84, right? So what it does means LL stands for latitude, longitude, 84 is your WGS 1984, right? So when I select LL84 coordinate system, you don't need to define the zone 43, zone 44, zone 45, zone 46. That is something you don't need to define, right? So by default, when you select LL84, wherever though this area is going to be fall, the coordinate system is going to be defined automatically. Or else what you can do, you can click on none selected and you can go and map any other country specific standards as well. By default, it's gonna refer to LL84 option is going to be available over here. But although if you want to go and select any country specific, you can go and select that. So in this particular Autodesk Infraworks tab, 800 and 500 coordinate systems are available. 8,515 coordinate systems are available. So those gonna match with your coordinate system. For an example, if you take Google Earth is referring to UTM WGS 1984, right? In Autodesk database as well, we have a coordinate system defined with the name of LL84. So you can go and select LL84 and click OK. Or you want to go 8443, and as I am like already know the area is located in Rajasthan. Rajasthan is going to be fall under 43, and I was working with reference to true north, so I'll select UTM 8443 and as my coordinate system. Then I'll click OK. Or else what I can do, I can go and select LL84 and I'll click OK. So when the coordinate system defined, coordinate system is going to be replicated over here. When you now you can see an option has been available to click on create model. When you click create model, it's gonna take some times and it will process in a cloud, and you will get an email notification as well stating that your Infraworks model has been created. So just allow me a moment. I'll just show you the Infraworks mail as well for your reference. Yeah, something like this. So I'll drag to my other screen. Now you can see it was stating that Autodesk Infraworks model has been captured, right? So something like this email notification get when you open Infraworks again, you will see this globe symbol. So it means model has been captured but not yet downloaded either in local PC or nor in your Autodesk docs or cloud storage. So in order to download this particular model, or in order to access this particular model, you just need to click on sample 2 or whatever though you have captured. Now it's gonna ask two options where you want to store this model builder model. Whether you want to store in Autodesk docs, which is your cloud storage provided by Autodesk, or you want to go for local. If you are using AEC collection, docs is going to be included in your subscription itself. So you can go and refer Autodesk docs as well. If you want to work locally, you can go and select local option. Now I'll click cancel. But although I have already captured the model, now you can see this PC symbol refers to your local model. This cloud symbol refers to the path of your Autodesk 360, which is your docs, which has been stored in cloud, right? So I want to open this particular model. I'll click on solar grading. It's gonna take few seconds depending upon your internet configuration. Model is going to be downloaded locally, and it's gonna open the area which you captured. So although if you have any existing buildings and if you're capturing any urban area, buildings are also going to be captured automatically. Okay, you can see that rectangular area is now visible, right? So unlike any of the Google Earth, it's not a 2D plane area. So although you are not able to visualize the things because the contour differences are very small. What I will do, I'll switch from conceptual view to the engineering view. When I switch to engineering view, you can even see these contour lines, right? 180, 170, right? So that's how you can capture your existing condition. But in order to differentiate more, I think if I should go to another view, you can even create and customize your views as well. You can see more number of contour lines, right? So I tried to create another view with the interval of 0.1 and 1 meter. So you can customize the contour view how you want to create as well, right? So that's how you can capture your existing conditions in Infraworks. So in order to import the data in Civil3D, what you can do, you can click on present or share. You can click on export IMX, click on export IMX and select that IMX file which you want to export, right? So I just want to export over here in my solar workflow. You can specify the export name and you can click on save, right? So later I'll switch back to Civil3D again. I'll delete this file first. Now what I'll use, now you don't need to define the coordinate system because Infraworks file by default had coordinate system. Civil3D is going to understand and specify the coordinate system automatically. So in order to import Infraworks file, you can go Infraworks and click on import IMX. You can, I recommend you to go and explore the exchange settings as well in order to match the how data is going to be imported in Civil3D. So you can directly import Infraworks model as well, or else you can go and click on import IMX, whatever the IMX which you have extracted. I'll switch back to somewhere in map. So something like .imx file has been selected. Click on open. Depending upon your internet configuration and your system processing speed, the data is going to be imported in your Civil3D environment, right? So when I go to Prospector tab, when I expand this surface menu, now you can see there are two surfaces already created, which is AAW existing route and one is AAW existing transport. If I expand AAW existing ground, you can see there is one more tab definition, right? Sorry, I don't need to do that. Although I just want to show you what data has been imported, ground and transport. I'll just turn off the ground, sorry, AW existing transport. I'll go to surface properties. A window is going to be pop up and I'm going to define the style as no display. I'll click apply, I'll click OK. Right, that's how you can capture and bring the data in Civil3D. So I hope you guys had an insightful session. We shall be presenting with grading optimization for any large mass site area in our next insight. For more videos and updates, do subscribe to our channel, Capricorn Technologies Private Limited. And if you want to explore any further specific topic, please feel free to comment on Capricorn Technologies channel. We would be delighted to hear from you. Please reach out us for any suggestions, queries, or topic you want to discuss. See you next week. Thank you.